Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Michael Novak, and welcome to Throwback Thursday, episode number 3. Today with a very special guest, Marcus.
Hello.
Professionally known as MarQVP on YouTube.
Yeah, man.
Which I think is kind of hilarious. Marcus, if you don't know this series, basically what I do is I take some of my old videos, some of the funniest and craziest ones, and I react to them because you know me. I've done YouTube videos for a number of years, right? Since I was 14, and I've made so many ridiculous and weird and crazy videos. So
yeah, I mean, I was a part of it.
Yeah, Marcus has been a big part of it, which leads me on to today's subject, because today we're going to be looking at one of our sketches that we made from back in 2016. So this one is actually not that old. Only 5 years. It's called The Backside of Being a YouTuber. It's a true Hollywood story parody. I'm curious about this one. So let's do it. Let's jump right into it.
In 2005, an internet site called YouTube was created. That website would soon change the lives of a lot of people, including teenager Michael Novak.
Michael was a genius in his field, but the fame just got to his head.
Cocaine is one hell of a drug. I love it.
Now, Marcus, I gotta just admire the way you looked back then, because especially your hair, it's gotten out of control. It's gotten out of control.
It's got its own mind. Help me!
Extremely long, Marcus. But
it was back when I had a really hard time actually, remembering my lines and stuff like that. We did it on 2 takes or something.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes.
Marcus, I mean, through all the years of Marcus and I making videos together, I've always said to Marcus, you gotta speak up, because it's like Marcus has a very quiet voice. But so far so good. Let's keep going.
In 2011, Michael created his YouTube channel and began his departure towards insanity. This is the true Hollywood story with Michael Novak.
He was a good guy, a genius in fact, but the fame just got to his head. Michael Novak was a genius in his field. The kind of content he could create were astounding.
Okay, so I just have to stop it one more time, because this was my big days, huh? Damn, I was big. Just look at that. Wow.
In 2015, Michael came down with a mental illness.
Michael was my best friend, but he did struggle with both alcohol and with women. I think that was when he first developed introversion. I would say it's not half bad. Like that part I actually did. It wasn't half bad.
I mean, your voice is definitely more quiet today, Marcus, which, I mean...
What?
And your English has not gotten better over the last 5 years.
It has gotten way better.
I feel like when I stopped on YouTube...
Dude, my English is good. What the fuck you're talking about?
When I stopped on YouTube, your English did not evolve. So I feel like that's my fault. That's on me. We should have continued to make videos so that Marcus's English could get better and better and better.
What do you mean? People mistake me from someone who's actually living in the US.
I don't. The thing with Marcus is he's always worked the best when he's given a script. And it's a hard thing to master. I mean, for me, it wasn't until this year when I came back on YouTube that I started making videos without a script. Because for me, I've always made videos with a script because English is not our native language, right? So it's obviously more difficult for us. So when you have a script, it's easier to get those lines perfectly. You know what I mean? Because I still have a tendency to stutter a lot and have a lot of tongue twisters and whatever. And it's been really bad, and it's gotten better. And, so Marcus has always worked, way better when given a script and time.
True.
Anyway, let's continue.
Introversion comes from being an introvert, but with psychological and elusive actions and mindset. It's a condition that no less than 5 billion people on this earth suffer from today. I still remember his first episode. He came over to my house and he was dripping in sweat and he was holding a knife and he demanded that I let him in. So, of course I let him in and he ran towards my computer and started editing a video. It's quite bizarre. It's very common for people suffering from introversion to take very random actions in an attempt to fulfill their deranged needs.
But what exactly happened to Michael?
He became too obsessed with making his YouTube videos.
And how was that a bad thing?
It wasn't at first, but then it took a turn for the worse, as he went to San Diego and started jacking off in public.
What we see here is the video footage of Michael's trip to San Diego, captured by the internet site TMZ.com.
Wait a minute, that's not him. That's that Coney 2012 guy, Jason.
Jason Derulo.
No, it's Jason Russell
Yeah,
who made
I
the
know.
Coney 2012. You guys remember Coney 2012? You guys remember that? 9 years ago, right? And like, what happened? Nothing, right? And it went viral and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But let me ask you a question, Marcus. What did you think about the whole thing with me using myself all the time? Because I mean, okay, so this parody is about me, right? About Michael Novak, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I play all the characters in it except for you. Let's say I had the ability to get other people in. Do you think it would have worked better in this scenario, in this case?
I actually don't know, because it's just like, these were like from your family, like, characters. So therefore you created them first, so it's still like funny that, well, like, funny, it's more...
That's actually true, yeah.
It's like a cameo that you can use all the time.
That's actually true, yeah, because they pretended to be, I mean, they were my brothers, right?
How is your dog, actually?
He's fine. He's 10 years old now.
Oh my God, he's old. Still
I had completely forgotten that I just got my dog in front of my green screen and just went like, sit there, and I'm gonna shoot you for a couple of minutes. Damn, dude.
You know, he used to be a nice guy. I once went to a NASCAR game with him. We had an amazing time. We drank some beers and we talked about the great freedom in America.
I feel like it gets a bit too much. Just a quick note. I feel like it gets a bit too much with the American character in terms of the whole redneck thing. Like, we went to a NASCAR
America.
game.
You said America. You said America.
America. I just think to a point that's why I stopped with the whole character thing, is because like it got a bit too much. Of course he's talking about NASCAR and like drinking beers and whatever. It's just a bit too much. You know what I mean? It becomes ridiculous at that point. Anyway.
It's very common for a person suffering from introversion to act nice and normal when around other people, simply because the person is afraid of confrontations. A person suffering from introversion will keep all their insanity and lust for human blood bottled up inside.
Cocaine is one hell of a drug. Not that Michael used any. Do we have any? Bro, you didn't answer me. Do you have any?
I mean, it's clever writing. I'll say that much. It's clever writing because I've realized in these shows what they do, right, is they do the teaser in the beginning of the episode where you're introduced to what's going to happen in the episode, right? That's something that happens a lot with these shows, I feel like. They take things and put them out of context in order for it to seem way worse. So I think it was clever writing because it was definitely the point that I was trying to make.
Love that.
That these shows are just ridiculous. Anyway.
After Michael was arrested and hospitalized, he was put in my care. In fact, he's with us here today. It's okay, Michael, just come in. Say something to the camera, Michael. I keep telling you I'm not insane. Release me immediately, and for fuck's sake, treat me like a normal human being. It's all just a big lie. People have just gotten the wrong image of me. Yeah, sure, I'm an introvert, because I think, honestly, most teenagers today are. And yeah, sure, I spend most of my days making YouTube videos and countless of hours editing, but that's because it lets me keep doing what I love, which is to entertain people through the media of YouTube. You know, a lot of people ask me if I regret any of the earlier videos that I've made, and fuck no! I am proud of every single one of them because they're part of my artistic process and the creation of the person that I am today. I'm not insane or mentally ill, I'm just me. Don't label me something that you don't know for certain if I am.
Man, society today. You sound like society today. Don't label me.
I mean, what I'm saying, true, but I don't know, man. If I could have gone back and changed something about that video, I would have taken out the whole moral thing. You know what I mean? Of like, oh, this is just me, and like I don't regret anything I've done, and I've used it. It's just it seems kind of ridiculous to me today to sit there and to sit here and listen to myself. And the things that I say.
It kind of just like makes this 180 turn that no one actually likes.
Yeah,
in a comedy skit.
Yeah, and it sounds.
It would actually have been better maybe if you just acted crazy.
Yeah, I think
that would be way better.
Yeah, Marcus is right.
This.
We should reshoot it. Make me go insane.
This is the last recording scene of Michael alive. Shortly after this video, he was stabbed 10 times in the back by his doctor.
Hey, he asked for it, asking me such a stupid question as, what time is it? As if I've allowed him to speak.
Are you even a real doctor?
Yes, of course. Don't you see this uniform?
It looks like a Halloween outfit.
The funny thing is, it is. I ordered it from a website with like Halloween outfits and
it was a shitty
costumes.
lab coat.
It was a shitty lab coat. And actually, you can see it, I'm not wearing anything inside. Alright, so that was the video, Marcus. Referendum, what do you think? What did you think of the video?
I mean, pretty good. Of course, it was like that, as I said, like 180 twist, which could have been...
That Marcus did not like.
No. But other than that, it was like, okay, there's a little bit of things, you know, that you've learned.
That has gotten better.
Yeah, that's gotten better. So you could actually, like, made it better. But, like, at the time, it was fine.
If I had to compliment myself from back then, I would say that the chroma-keying is done well. Honestly, like you said, I don't like the ending. I kind of don't like the ending. I feel like it should have been different. But I think...
And that's the funny thing, because it was almost like you were trying to be different in your ending or something. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think at the time I was a bit overworked.
Yeah.
In terms of like producing videos and making skits and making crazy stuff. And I wrote so many different scripts, and I just sat down and used like maybe, I don't know, an hour on it. But then I would use days or maybe weeks on the actual production of it, because that was what interested me the most, was actually...
The
making of it, and not so much writing it. So I think I gave too little thought into writing it, and more thought into how I visualized it coming together. Anyway, so that was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, there will be a link in the note card to the original video. Go check it out. There will also be a link in the description. Also, go check out Marcus's channel. We've done a couple of videos on Marcus's channel. It's been a few years, and thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and all that stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you. Bye.